Good afternoon. Happy Sunday, everybody. We got another nice day, and we're going to combine some beans here this afternoon. So we're getting moved over to the next field. Dad's helping. I don't know, he might run the combine. I don't really know what's going on yet. I'm just helping get the grain cart over there right now. So we did that field yesterday. We're doing this field today. Dad didn't think he could make it down the road here, so I got Bryson in the gator. He's kind of driving across their lawn. It's okay. And Dad's bringing the head. It's just a little dirt road. He can go on the road. Combining. What do you mean, what is he gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Got football today, right? Flag football?
Yes, you
Gonna win?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
We're playing against the Lions.
Playing the Lions. What team are you?
Browns.
Okay, you gonna win?
Yeah.
Yeah. How many games have you won so far? I think you're 2-1 and 1, right? 1-2, lost 1, and tied once. I think. Not sure. So we're going to let Dad combine for a little bit. I'm just moving this grain cart back here behind the buildings where he's going to start, so it's more convenient for him and off of the road. We'll go see what Phil's going to do. He had a couple of trucks. I think he wanted to haul beans to town today, so we'll probably start with that. And we'll see how far we can make it. There's 38 acres here. It's a 40, but there's a house lot out of it and the edges and stuff, so I don't know exactly. And then we'll try and get up the road to another 75 acre piece we got that I would really like to get done today. If we can get both of those done, we had a good day. Dusty today, no tailwind when he's driving east. Woodchuck hole. Phil's hauling a full load of soybeans into the elevator, so we're gonna take this truck over to the field where Dad's working. It's got a little bit on it from finishing up last night, but it's not full, so we'll finish filling it over there, and then maybe he can take this one in too if he wants. I don't know, we'll see. It is too windy to spread today, so we're gonna try and get our spreader home, but I won't be able to actually do any spreading unless the wind dies down significantly. We might try and treat some wheat later, but keeping the combine moving is kind of priority number 1 right now, so we'll go run cart until we get this truck full. Okay, well, I jumped in the cart and caught him one time here. We're gonna take another round for us to get the truck full, so we're gonna wait a minute. I'll clean up here and wipe the windows off on the grain cart because you can't see anything, at least through the top two there. Helps a little. I don't have any actual window cleaner, so I can't get the fuzz off there, the film. It's better. Yeah, I was hoping to make it over there. Watch him go by. Not gonna make it. I mean, we can. Just not from as close as I wanted to be. It's alright. Pretty awesome machine, that combine. Does a lot of work. Impressive. Yeah, quite a tailwind today. Could turn our spinner. Oh, zoom out. Could turn our spinner speed up just a little bit. We're getting a little bit of a gap. No big deal. I'm not worried about it. We can check here though. See if we got any beans on the ground. Always risky doing it on camera, showing you guys. And you haven't pre-checked. Just kidding. I don't see any beans. Do you see any beans? Oh, there's one. Yeah, we're doing okay. We got one. There's another one. No big deal. That's good. That one's fun too. I folded the auger up so I can climb in the tank. We don't run with the auger out. Not on our farm. We put the auger in every time. Nothing like stirring up a little grain cart controversy on a Sunday afternoon, right? Oh yeah, running cart here, just for a minute. We seem to be having some connectivity issues with our machine sync because it ain't popping up a box for me to engage it. And when I did the first time, it kept coming in and out and cutting out, and it was giving me a latency error message. I know there's an upgraded antenna kit that you can get that's supposed to solve that issue. I haven't done it yet. Apparently I need to. It's been working good all fall. I also hear that there are some solar storms happening this weekend. Then today was supposed to be the worst of it. GPS issues and stuff. I don't know if this would have anything to do with that. I sort of doubt it. But we need to get the antenna kit anyway, I think. So we should have enough to fill that truck here. I'm going to take it back to the farm because I don't know when Phil's going to be back exactly. But I'm going to have Phil drop me off on his way to the elevator with this next load at our spreader so I can drive it home. So Dad should be able to finish this, or I don't know if he'll be able to finish it, but he'll get close with the cart here. It's my curbside Uber. Drop me off right by the tractor. All right, let's run this one home and then go back and take this truck, another truck over to Dad. So his grain cart, he'll probably be full by the time we get back there. Ah well, he'll be fine. He's got his pickup. He can go get the truck himself if he needs to. Well, we made it back to the field. Grain cart's full, but he's not sitting here waiting, so that's good. We'll empty it. Looks like he's got about 2 rounds left to finish the field, 2 or 3. We'll stay here and help get things moving. Now I got that chance to get out and watch. These beans are getting really dry. Look at this. This is no good. We're splitting some pods. Those beans are going to be laying on the ground. You can see them here falling out. That's not coming through the combine. That's header shatter loss. Those are good sized beans too. Nice. But that's from the end snouts on the head coming through here, and when it's sort of splitting the standing beans, it's breaking some of these pods open. That means the pods are getting very dry and brittle, and they crack really easily, and then the beans fall out, so they're not in the head, which is not good. You will note that we do harvest on an angle to the way the rows are planted. We actually plant on like a 2 to 3 degree angle and then harvest straight with the one side of the field, in this case that side, which whatever, it's not really straight, but it's close enough. But so we're constantly dividing rows and going through them. That's why you get a few split pods, and then there's not for a while, and then there is, and then there's not. It's because of how we were planted there. But when you do that, when you harvest on a little bit of an angle, it does a few things. Number one, it prevents the head from pushing stubble and stuff because you're constantly moving those rows across the cutter bar, and it helps break up any of that kind of stuff for the most part. It also moves where the beans are getting cut, and so you're not using the same knives for the row every single time. If you were to harvest straight with the rows, you're going to have knives in the center here that never actually cut anything, and then these other ones where the rows are cut constantly, and so you get more wear there, and you can have more damage and things break and stuff like that. So it helps with evening out the wear on the cutter bar on the combine. Yeah. It's probably not a huge deal. We've run straight before. If you're on 30-inch rows, it's a little harder to make that decision, because with 30-inch rows, I can take a full 40 feet pretty easily. We can get those rows all in the head. With doing 15s, we're doing a 39-foot swath and not a full 40 anyway. But if you do go straight with the rows, it's even worse on the fact that you're always cutting with the same couple of knives. You're in the same spot on that cutter bar all the time, and it never moves. But your endpoints would be between the rows and would never actually have to divide a row for the most part, so you wouldn't have that shatter loss or from the divider points on the end either. So that would be a positive. Now I walked over here. He's in the muck hole right now. You can see how the ground just changes as it comes up out of it there. If I stand here, we're going to get dusted really bad. If I walk in there and go on the other side, it won't be as bad, but I'm already getting dusted. I don't get a lot of opportunities in beans to get outside the combine shots, so take them while you can get them. And there comes the dust. Yeah, that makes it fun. He's got a little wet spot there we got a combine around. I'm sure you can drive through it and not get stuck right now, but there's no reason to combine the cattails that grow there. Got this one done. Pretty much done. Okay, we're gonna get moved here. We're going, where are we going? We're going that way, about a mile. Boom, 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 yeah. We've got that 75 acres over there. So the fields that we've been running yesterday and today are not great farms. Like this farm is not a good farm. The ones over there, those two that we did yesterday, they're not good farms. The beans have been in the mid to upper 50s. It's not great. It's fine. We'll deal with it. Everything that we have left are good farms. Are really good farms. We've got 140 right around the corner we're going to get to tomorrow. It's one of our best fields. The one we're going up to now is a very good farm that we own. It is well tiled. From there we're going to go probably to the home farm, the March planted beans. That's a really good farm. And then the only ones we have left after that are some of our best fields along the river or the ditch to the west here. So I expect the rest of our beans to be better. Now the caveat to that is all of the rest of our beans are full season. They're all group 3 maturity beans. And I've been saying for a while that I thought that the late season beans were going to fall off a little bit. So I don't know if they'll be as good as the early ones were, but they should be better than these were. They were all also pretty early planted. I don't know if they were, I don't know, I have to look up the planting date on all of them, but like we got our March beans and some of the first planted beans in May are what we have left to harvest. So hopefully we see a step back up. Well, I'm just opening up some end rows here, so we got room to park their other stuff. We'll go get it. I am glad this field runs north and south though, so that we're running across the wind and not up and down it like the last field or these ends, because man, that dust is bad. When you get that tailwind, I'm sure going the other way it'll be fine. Got everything moved up here. Phil just went by with the other truck. We like to park these right on the edge here. Nice flat spot for us to load with the cart, and they're just headed straight south to the farm. So he turns them around down at the intersection down there. Anyway, we'll let him mess with this other truck. I'm going to run cart here for at least a little while. Help Dad get the field opened up. I don't know if he'll be able to make rounds here or not. If he can't, we'll stay here and run the cart. If he can, we might go treat some wheat. Okay, we finally got the end rows in this field opened up here. We do still have to work around these electric poles. But once we get past that, should be off to the races here. I have no idea if these beans are any good. They look a lot better than the ones we have been in. Actually, we can figure that out. We'll look it up here in a minute when we're not unloading on the go and busy. Yeah, good luck seeing out there. We need to wash our windows. This should fill this truck, and we're going to take it back to the farm, go treat some wheat. I think Dad can make rounds up here just fine, so we'll park the cart on the end. We'll get that done, and then we'll come up and run the combine for a while until we get done here. Looks like we got 25 acres done up here. 70. Ah, there's 70 bushel beans. What a deal. That makes me feel better. Back into the good ones. Awesome. Got a chicken litter pile waiting to get spread here, so after we get this field done, I'll text the chicken litter people and let them know, and I'm sure they'll get here and spread it pretty quickly. We need that wagon. It's got wheat in it. It's plenty heavy for the old 4020. It'll get us there. We got it. Didn't we, sis? You want to see? Can you tell everybody hi? You say hi. Oh, you got your boots? You got to show off your boots? Yeah, nice.
And the daddy boots.
Daddy's boots? Yeah, I got boots on too, huh?
I boot on the too.
What happened to your nose, sis?
I fell down on my sheep.
You fell down in your Jeep?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were at Mammy and Papa's and you were riding your Jeep and you fell out?
Yeah.
Who was driving?
Prison.
Brayson was driving?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Got a bad scrape though, don't you?
I need wiper.
You what?
I need wiper.
You need a wiper?
Yeah.
Wipe your nose?
Yes.
Yeah. Was it bleeding?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you going to be okay?
Yeah.
High fives. I love you. All right, we got the treater running. Boys came out. They're going to go play tennis. Had their football games earlier, which they won, I guess. So that's good. What happened to the little one? Where'd your sister go? Where'd Morelli go? Oh, there she is. She was playing in the other room. Ha ha ha. Brothers are outside playing. She found a remote control car. Oh yeah, I forgot about you guys for a minute there. Oh, we got our wheat treated. We're heading up to the field to go run the combine. I was busy playing with my kids. I could jump in the grain cart and run that for a while, but I'm guessing that Dad's ready to be done. It's 6:45, so we'll let him go. I can finish these. It's got to be over half done. Got one strip there. He's bringing up now. Yeah, we're over halfway. Hopefully they're still good beans. Getting better. I did somewhere right in here, actually. Maybe those sprayer tracks or this round have one of my foliar fertilizer strip trials where we sprayed some of those Anderson's products on here. So I didn't tell Dad that. We'll see if anything shows up on the yield map when we jump in the combine. Still got a really strong crosswind. That should keep the dew from setting in, so we'll be able to work after dark for a while. Oh, I'm going to jump in that cab, but man, oh man, is it going to be dusty getting there. Don't worry, I will of course film it for you. Me getting covered in dust. Looks like fun.
I thought if I stopped, you'd have less dust.
You did, I didn't. Yeah, glad we're going north and south and not staring right into the sun there, so. What are we at here? Where are we at? 45 acres done. We got about 30 to go. Touch over maybe. Averaging 70. We're back into good beans. All right. That's good. They're very dry. 11.5 average. 10.9 on the last round. That's not great, but there's nothing we can do about it. Dad didn't have our iPad on, so we didn't get a map there, but we did here. Hard to pick anything out right now. There is a few red spots. Dad said there's some pockets of some white mold. I assume that's what those are. I remember seeing it back in the late summer, the white mold showing up. So we'll keep going, see what we get. But 70's good. Man, this wind is just wild. Like that's not normal for us to have wind. I don't know. I guess it's not that out of the ordinary. It's not like it's a super strong one. It's just for mid-October day. It's been noticeable all day, and the beans being super dry and dusty, I guess, accentuates it, makes it worse. But it is challenging to see the cutter bar. Like, if there's rock on the cutter bar, I ain't gonna see it. There's nothing I can do about it. Doesn't matter how fast or slow I go. I can't see the knives at all. So we'll just keep rolling, and if we hear something, we'll stop. But that's pretty rare with this head. We don't pick up rocks very often, so yeah. Well, if my windows were clean, you could see that sunset a little bit better. It's pretty. Looks good. Still harvesting in the dust and the wind. Or up to 61 acres. There's not a ton left. I would show you, but you can't see. You can't see anything. I don't even know how many rounds we got left. A few. Like that. That's what we got left. So I have got one more round to do, it looks like. And I'm going to get over to that edge. I think we're going to take the pass along the edge, going the other way so I can freaking see it, because we wouldn't be able to see a dang thing if that edge was on the fence row right now. So fortunately, going the other way, I can see pretty well. We're gonna skip one and jump over there and do along the edge so we don't hit anything. Yeah, see, at least I can see my lighted point over there and where the beans stop and the grass starts. Wouldn't be able to see that if we were going the other way. Got her! We're done! And we held on to our 70 bushel average. See, it's more fun when the beans are good. It's more fun. So, alright, well, we're going to shut her down here for tonight. I'm going to take this back up by the road and park it. We need to bring fuel to the combine in the morning. And we should bring a leaf blower and blow some stuff off. We'll drop the head. We're just moving a mile down the road here. We got a 140 acre piece that's 3.4 maturity beans, but I think they're ready to go. And we're going to go get them. It is another field where I have some trials of different products. We've got our Anderson's products out there. So hopefully they're really good beans. They looked phenomenal all year. I was super impressed with how these beans looked, especially early in the season, the branching on them, and I just thought they looked fantastic. I've been a little concerned that the full season beans just ran out of moisture and weren't going to be quite as good. And frankly, we saw that in this field where these were really good beans, but they weren't quite as good as our early ones. So maybe we'll see that there. Maybe we won't. We do have a Michigan soybean yield contest entry for this field, and a Golden Harvest Go for the Gold contest entry. So we're going to have to mess around with that a little bit. It won't take too terribly long, but we'll have to figure out exactly what we got to do for it. I got my crop insurance rep coming out to supervise for me, so we'll have that going on. We might try and do some spreading in the morning if it's not super windy. But I also think we'll be able to get started combining earlier than we have been, especially if it stays windy all night. So we might be, starting by 10:30 instead of noon or 1 tomorrow. There's a chicken litter pile up here somewhere. I really don't want to run into it with a combine, so I'm trying to watch. Brock is coming tomorrow. He's gonna probably plant wheat. I think we'll have him do that. I know Phil's got beans that he wants to haul into the town yet, so we'll let Phil deal with that or whatever. The bin is getting full. We've got a bin that we're putting beans in, but it's about full, and that's a good thing, but it means we've got to haul a lot of beans. There's our chicken litter pile. Okay, so thanks for watching this one. Have a great night. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below, and I will address them in the future at some point, maybe, or I might ignore them. I don't know. Speaking of things that you guys have commented on, and I've gotten several of these comments, but here, let me address it. Some of you guys really dislike this thing that kind of shakes and hangs up there. You don't like it. It bothers you. But it's the dust cover for the plug for the GPS receiver. Like, I can't move it. It's wired to the cab, and there's a little spot where it's supposed to kind of sit up in there. It doesn't stay. So it hangs there and it wiggles around. Sorry, nothing I can do about it. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Like the video if you would for me. Did you notice the videos are in 4K now? So a couple people have asked about that. I don't know if that's going to continue. It depends on how long the storage space on my phone can handle this and keep up. But yeah, we're trying to do some in 4K. So great. You can see more detail of why I'm not, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Just look at me. Have a great night, everybody. We will see you in the morning.